Hopefully it's good. So I am just getting ready to eat some lunch and take some of my vitamins, and I just thought I would come on here and kind of give like a life update and also like a little bit into my life and my story and kind of share that, and hopefully I'll be able to kind of like build a community through this story and like my life updates, and kind of, you know, just meet other people like me and my husband and what we're going through. So if you don't know already, me and my husband, when we were married for a couple months, we got pregnant with our son. We had our son, and a month after he was born, he passed away. And then after that period, we have been trying since then to have and conceive another baby. We've been a part of the TTC community for a while now. It has been 2 years since that all happened. So my son would be 2 years old right now. So we have been trying roughly for about that amount of time, and we haven't seen any results, obviously. So I went to my OBGYN and talked with them about some of the options, because after, you know, like a year, we did a checkup and we did some labs and nothing really seemed abnormal. We did like an internal ultrasound. Everything looked fine. And so another year went by, and at this point I was kind of like at my wit's end, talking to my OBGYN just about the steps that we could take, because at this point I'm feeling like something's truly wrong. And so we kind of do that, and my OBGYN recommends to take like something like Clomid to get me to ovulate, because I had been testing my ovulation and the strips were just not peaking like they should, and so I was getting like these kind of positive but not like positive results. So he recommended something like that, and so I talked with my aunt, who's a naturopath, about that kind of option, and she just really spoke some wisdom into the situation. And it was just like, if my body is not ready and is not like functioning properly to conceive a baby, why would I use something like Clomid and just force my body to ovulate and to get pregnant when my internal self is not healthy? And so it definitely like made a lot of sense in my head. So all that to be said, me and my husband made the decision to get both of us as healthy as we possibly could and do some very serious labs and different things like that to figure out what was going on. Long story short, I did, it's something called the Dutch test. I don't know if a lot of people know what that is. I didn't know what that was, but it's a very serious test. And so I did that and ended up finding out my labs probably, I don't know, like a couple weeks ago. And found out that my body currently is in a pre-menopausal state as a 23-year-old, which was very shocking. You know, I was having normal cycles. They weren't like on the dot normal cycles, but they were happening. So I thought, you know, maybe I was just a little bit low in some places, but we don't know how long. But for now, recently, I have not been ovulating at all, which obviously makes sense. And so now I'm taking a bunch of vitamins and different things and have a successful PCOS diagnosis as well. There was lots of signs along the way that would suggest that getting diagnosed with PCOS was definitely something that was very helpful. It made me feel like I was less crazy and that there was actually something going on, and it wasn't just, you know, my body failing me. I know that there's a lot of like secondary infertility and different things like that, but the signs for PCOS were definitely there for a lot of my life. And then I personally believe that the triggering of the PCOS symptoms and different things like that happened with the big stressor of like losing my son and all of the things that happened with that. So right now we are doing everything we can to take as many vitamins and get me as healthy as I possibly can be, so that we can try and start testing and doing all the things and making my body work properly in a way that's not induced by any medication. So that's the route we're on right now. We're still part of the trying to conceive community, and now we're a part of the PCOS, and I wouldn't say secondary infertility, but just trying to conceive. And so that's where we're at right now. I definitely had to push really hard in some ways, and I'm very thankful for everyone on the medical side who was able to help me. I have a wonderful aunt who's amazing, and she's actually on TikTok. If you haven't seen her, you should definitely follow her. She's amazing. She's super smart, and she really pushed hard to find the root cause of what was going on, and I think that's really important. So that is the journey for now. Definitely life is different with a PCOS update. You know, I have to watch what I eat a little bit more and exercise and just be more aware of things that I wasn't aware before. I just thought, you know, my body's like everyone else and everyone else is getting pregnant, so I must have to do that. And it's hard. I'm not clinging super closely to like I have PCOS, but just more that, you know, it's a part of me for now, and it definitely is something that can be healed and cured over time. I believe food is medicine, so I think the point of this video is just to kind of bring awareness to PCOS in different ways, and not all PCOS looks the same, you know, and also to find my community of moms and women who are going through what I'm going through. Because when you go through loss, a lot of people, especially people who've had like miscarriages, when they go through loss, they connect with you, and then as soon as they get pregnant, you're kind of just non-existent. You don't exist anymore. You're just kind of left in the dust. So I've been here while all of my friends around me get pregnant, and it's just kind of a hard place to be. So I'm hoping that with this video and with this kind of like life update and more life updates to come, that I can really grow my own community of people, and that I can have people rooting for us, you know, eventually when we do get pregnant. And, you know, that like announcement will be such a big deal because I'll be able to share it with so many other people who know what I've gone through and are there with me through everything. So yeah, a PCOS life update, trying to conceive update, you know, definitely didn't think I would be making this and like posting it on the internet for a bunch of strangers, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to find my community of moms and women who are going through what I'm going through and are able to connect and resonate, and maybe we can share some advice and help each other along the way. Yeah.